Hey folks, my name is Chris at Houseit, based here in Miami, Florida. Today we're going to talk about a interesting topic, and we're going to have a controversial take on it. And that is, why are corner units not always desirable in condo buildings? Well, that's going to be surprising to many because you oftentimes hear that, hey, you should get a corner unit, those are the best. There are obvious reasons to like a corner unit, such as, obviously by having exposures on two sides. So for example, if you're in a luxury new construction building in Edgewater, like One Paraiso, and you are in a corner unit, so perhaps if you're on a north corner unit, then you have bay views directly to the east, and then you have, obviously southern views. And if you're on the north corner, then you have bay views on the east, and then you have, views on the north as well. But why could it be not always as good as it sounds to have a corner unit? Well, first of all, you're going to have to pay more for a corner unit because those usually come with a premium. There obviously is a bit of a wow factor as well if you're coming into a nice great room or living area and there's windows on both sides. So, sellers are usually going to try to price at a premium. So one, it is more expensive. Now, two, there's a risk with having a corner unit as well, especially if you're buying, for example, with a direct ocean or bay view, and you have a corner unit, you think your view is protected. Well, there's a lot of new construction if you look around in Miami. So by having a corner unit, it may be tough because, these buildings and older buildings do get bought up, and then it's in the incentive of developers to construct as high as they can. So you have the risk of not only very disturbing and distracting construction that could shake your building happening next door at some time in the future, but you could have a building come right up next to you and block out your side, corner view, and then suddenly you have no privacy. You have other people looking into your apartment. So that is a potential downside that you might not be aware of, and that hits you later on, perhaps years later after you've purchased. Additionally, uh, if you are in a building that already has the side view blocked out by a neighboring building, perhaps there's already something that's higher than where you are, or perhaps you're on a lower floor that is a corner unit. Well, you kind of have even though you don't have new construction to deal with, you kind of have the issues of privacy to deal with. You have a building that's right next to you, even though you happen to be beachfront or bayfront. You have someone who looks directly into you, and the lower you are, the lower the corner unit is, the more non-private it is. Imagine you're on the 10th floor or something, and then you have a building right next to you that's 20 stories tall. Well, you're going to have everyone at your level and above being able to look into your apartment quite easily, and you're going to have to close the blinds pretty often, especially at night. It's really easy to see into the apartment. So there are problems with corner units in terms of privacy. I mean, unless you're lucky enough to be in a really high floor, a corner unit, and there's no pending new construction that can really happen next to you, or ideally it's new construction that has already happened, but it somehow is new enough and it's not as high, and you somehow have an unobstructed view. That's really rare, and if you do that, buy one of those, it's going to come at a premium as well. But that's something to keep in mind. Even when you're thinking that you're buying something that's like totally unobstructed, your beachfront or oceanfront, direct ocean views, direct bay views, and you have that corner unit, it may not be everything you hoped it would be, especially years down the road if that view gets obstructed. So remember, trust but verify. If you have any questions, leave us a comment below. And of course, if you're looking to buy and want some advice, hit us up. We can also help you save up to 2% or more on your purchase by giving you 2/3 of the buyer agent commission with our Houseit Buyer Closing Credit Program. Here in Miami, for example, it can be quite a bit of money because new construction projects, for example, will give much more than 3%. They might offer 5, 6, 7% to buyer's agents, and giving you 2/3 of that can cover your closing costs and more. And of course, if you're looking to sell, we can help you save 6% with our agent-assisted FSBO listing service. And if you want something more hands-on, we have a 1% for full-service listing option as well. We cover New York City, Long Island, Hudson Valley, all of Southeast Florida, including Palm Beach, Miami-Dade, Broward, Martin, and St. Lucie counties. My name is Chris at Houseit, and we'll see you on the next one.